Hi friends, welcome to Lavanya YouTube channel. Today I want to discuss about the sewage farming and sewage sickness. So we already know that sewage is a liquid waste which is arising from a community. So sewage is a liquid waste which is discharging from the houses, like waste from urinals, small scale industries, so any of the storm water which is entering into the sewer. So these sewage contain almost all types of salts, phosphorus, nitrogen, etc. So the decomposition may create some of the odorous gases, right? So which is having some of the pathogenic bacteria. So if any of the problem creating with the bacteria will leads to several diseases. So the disposal of the sewage may require a little bit attention, so that which does not create any environmental issues. So improper disposal of the sewage leads to the air pollution, groundwater pollution, soil pollution, etc. So one of the method of the safe disposal of the sewage is a land disposal. So land disposal is nothing but which we are saying it as a sewage farming. So disposal of the sewage on the land is nothing but which is of agricultural lands or in vegetative lands. So sewage farming. So the doing of farming with the help of the sewage is known as simply as sewage farming. So it is an irrigation method where the sewage is used for irrigating the crops. So this method not only helping in disposing of the sewage, but also helps to increase the crop yield. So as the sewage contains a lot of nutrients and it contains phosphorus, nitrogen, etc., which will provide or which will act as an fertilizer to the plants. So the sewage which we are using for this farming is a little bit safe, which does not contain any of the BOD or COD, etc. So the sewage is applied directly to the root zone of the plant through perforated pipes with the open joints. In this particular figure, if you are seeing a pipe which is used to provide the sewage to the crops, that is in the root zone. So the pipe network should be laid 30 centimeters below the ground level, and the plant will absorb this particular sewage through the capillary action, and it can be utilized by the plant. So advantages of the sewage farming. So disposal of the sewage is done by the natural method, so that the natural water sources will be prevented from pollution. If we are leaving the sewage in the water bodies, it is creating an water body pollution, right? So this method is a cheaper and does not require any of the sewage treatment plant. So the land is irrigated and helps to increase the crop yield up to 30%. So here we are indirectly providing fertilizers to the plants for the irrigation process. Next, there are some of the disadvantages of this particular sewage farming also. So it should require the large area of the land to dispose that particular sewage. And the next one is during rainy season and in the wet climates, this method is not suitable, right? So during rainy season, since the sewage is applied to the applied on the particular agricultural lands, so there may be a possibility of waterlogging. So as we know that waterlogging creates a problems, right? So this method should not be done without any properly supervision, because the land may become useless, since the land is getting clogged with the air pores, or any of the water logging will create the nutrients which is not completely utilized to the plant, and the plant may die. In this method, disposal attention is to be taken, otherwise spreading of the diseases will be possible. And this method is not suitable for all types of soil, like so clayey soil is not useful for this particular method. So improper sewage forming or not properly supervision sewage forming will lead to the sewage sickness. So what is sewage sickness? So before going to the sewage sickness, I just want to give a brief introduction of the soil. So we know that the soil is having three phase. So we already learned the three phase diagram of the soil. So that is, one is with the air, and the other one is water, and the other one is the solids. So these three together will make a solid soil. So we are saying the saturation process. So saturation process is nothing but the complete air pores is filled with the water particles. So whenever we are disposing the sewage on the agricultural lands, so the pores or the voids may get filled up with the sewage or any of the suspended solids presenting in the sewage. So when the sewage is applied continuously on the same land, the pores or the voids may get filled up and clogged with the sewage matter. The time taken for such clogging will depending upon the type of the soil and the load presenting in the sewage. The load presenting in the sewage is nothing but the amount of solids which is presenting in the particular sewage, that is with the suspended solids. So I already discussed the type of soil is mainly important here. So because of the clayey soils etc., the absorbing capacity is a very less. So whenever we are applying sewage on the particular type of soil, it may leads to the clogging of the solids in the pores of the particular soil. When these voids gets clogged, the free circulation of the air will be prevented. The anaerobic conditions will develop within the pores of the soil. So we already know that what is aerobic and what is anaerobic. Aerobic is nothing but in the presence of air, and anaerobic is nothing but in the absence of air. So when these voids are getting clogged, all the air pores is getting filled, so definitely anaerobic conditions will develop. So anaerobic conditions will create the foul gases expulsion like H2S and CO2 and methane. So the decomposition of the organic matter would take place under anaerobic conditions. So whenever the decomposition of the organic matter, that means the sludge or the suspended solids which is presenting in the sewage will be decomposed under anaerobic conditions. So anaerobic conditions will release the H2S gas or CO2 or methane. So this phenomenon of soil getting clogged is known as sewage sickness. So there are some of the methods of prevention of the sewage sickness. So the first our consideration is, whenever we are disposing the sewage, we should see that a little bit treatment should be required. So that treatment does not requires any of the huge amount of place etc. We should go for the primary treatment. So we know that the primary treatment involves screening, grit removal and sedimentation. So screening is nothing but all the floating particles or all the floating matter will be removed, and grit is nothing but the inorganic silt or any of the type of sands etc. Along with that, any of the oily matter or any of the fatty matter will be removed in the grit. So sedimentation is nothing but we are allowing the water to settle so that the suspended matter will be settled to the bottom. So in this way, if we are doing these particular three process, the settleable particles or any of the oil or the grease that may remove, and which will help the decreasing of the load on the sewage. So this load can be decreases up to 30% because of this particular three process, and the soil will not be clogged frequently. So the land which is used for the sewage disposal is normally a sandy or a loamy soils, so which is having the absorbing capacity more. Clayey soil should not be used. And the sewage sickness can also be reduced by the plant or the crop rotation. So which we you have already studied this crop rotation in your WRE in the irrigation chapter. So crop rotation is nothing but growing of different types of the crops on the same land. Like whenever if I am growing a wheat, next time I am going to grow an millets. So next time I am going to grow an grams. So in this way we are doing the crop rotation or growing of the crops in the same type of the land. This will help in utilizing the fertilizer elements of sewage. Means fertilizing elements is nothing but, for example, one crop utilizes more amount of nitrogen and the another crop will utilize more amount of phosphorus, so that the sewage which is having all type of these particular elements can be utilized by the crop, and which helps in the process of an aeration, free movement of the air. The land which is used for this particular type of sewage disposal should be given some type of rest periodically, or the land which is used should be kept aside for some time. So during this rest period, the land can be ploughed thoroughly, or it can be moved as a turn, so that any of the clogging air particles or any of the loops presenting in the soil can be broken up, and the aeration process will be done properly. So finally the conclusion is like the sewage irrigation is a proper, if we are doing this particular disposal of the sewage in a safe manner, it increases the yield of the crop, and we can decrease the treatment of the sewage process. The sewage water provides nutrients for the plants which help in their vegetative growth. Without giving any of the fertilizers, we can use this particular proper sewage water which help the plant to grow. So the wastewater irrigation should be an optimum level. So the water which we are using for this particular type of the irrigation should be checked thoroughly with any of the metal contents in a high manner. Otherwise the high metal like cadmium, sterolium, etc., which will be absorbed by the plant, will taken by any of the human beings or any of the animals or any of the living organisms, will create a health problems. So finally I will conclude this: sewage sickness is dangerous if not done under a proper supervision. Otherwise the sewage irrigation is a correct method for a safe method for the disposal of the sewage.